It sounds like you're doing pretty well. So Dr. Prax will go over that with you, and I'm sure he'll want to hear all about it.
I do want to hear all about it.
Okay.
Sure. So I'll tell you what, we'll go right into it. Here's a remarkable thing that's happening is even though you're feeling a lot better, your nerves are actually feeling a lot better too. When we started, we were only detecting a 15% damage to the left foot and 17% damage to the right foot. My big concern at that point, which was this, it was how little damage you had to the nerves, but how big the symptoms were. Right? Remember that? I mean, you were on OxyContin,
Okay.
you were on Gabapentin, you were on so many different things. It was only showing up a little bit of nerve damage, but you had a ton of symptoms from the nerve damage.
Right.
On 410, we did another study and we found that the 15% damage, which basically to me tells you you were hardly even feeling anything. You just had such numbness down there, you weren't feeling anything, but showed 15%. Last time we actually showed an increase. It's showing 30% damage on the left side, 20%, 25% damage on the right side. So what this is actually showing is it appears that the nerve damage has worsened.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to just pause there to see if you understand what I'm saying. Now, I said, wow, this is unusual. So I put my little opinion on it. I said, my opinion is that he was so heavily medicated, there was confusion. I was concerned that he had so little nerve damage, but such severe neuropathy symptoms. I said, I feel that the 30 and the 25% damage is still even masked by the OxyContin and the Gabapentin, as he's still taking both of those. What I'm trying to say is that I think the drugs were really throwing off your brain's ability to feel your body one iota, because I know you're still taking the med. Oh, go ahead.
I agree, that it's not as severe as it was, but I feel like that, like I told you before, at nighttime, I very seldom need to take medicines to really go to bed. I mean, I could take an Oxy or a Gabapentin and it probably does me pretty good. And when I wake up in the morning, sometimes my feet actually feel normal.
Yeah. Nice. Well, I want to make sure that we get to a point where you're not drugged and you're actually just being able to feel what's going on in there. And I'm not saying that needs to happen next week or even next month, but I don't consider a neuropathy reversed, really reversed, until we're not drugging ourselves.
Right, right.
Okay. I just want to be real. I just want to be real. I know that you've made some significant improvements. You're feeling a lot better. I'm seeing the reports from the staff indicating that you're making good changes in the diet. You've given up the Gatorade, started back to work about a month ago. The feet are doing really, really good. This is all wonderful, especially when we consider all of the whittling and the carving and the cutting and all the stuff that they've done in the lower back. You got so much hardware in there, man. It looks like railroad tracks. You know what I mean? So we really had everything against us. It was almost like David against Goliath. For the level of damage that I said you had, I said you could probably expect at least 9 months, maybe closer to a year, or maybe even a year and a half to get optimal recovery. Now, I think you're really on the way. I know because we had a little bit of shifting of the guards with our health coaches. I went ahead and extended your program an extra 2 months because I wanted to carry you. I wanted to make sure that we carried you through. And I don't think we're through, but I think we're at a good point where we can start reducing all of the therapies and all the things that we're doing. But I still don't want to take the foot completely off the pedal, because this stuff is going to come back, and it's going to come back fast.
What do you mean it's going to come back? The neuropathy will come back?
If you go back to doing what you were doing, like the Gatorade and the diet.
Whoa. I got you. Yeah. Okay. I got
you. Not doing the therapies that we recommended. If you go back to doing what you were doing, you're going to go back to getting what you were getting. It will come back. All right.
I mean,
I wanted to warn you on that. However, we can let off the gas a little bit, and I have some ideas for you.
Okay.
See, my goal is to get you off all medications, the OxyContin, the Gabapentin. I'd love to get
Yep.
you off all. I don't know if I'll achieve that. I might as well shoot for the stars and maybe only land on the moon. But I would really like to see your feet feeling great without drugging yourself.
Right, right.
What I would recommend at this point, regarding the equipment, I'd like you to stay at daily, if not every other day, for another month or so.
Okay.
We can start reducing it, but I would say do that for a month. And then what I would like to do now at this point is for the next 3 months at 1 month intervals, I want to keep checking these nerves. I want to hear about the OxyContin level coming down, the neuropathy coming, gabapentin medications coming
Yep.
down. And while
Right.
these are coming down, I want to see improvements in the nerves at the same time.
Oh, sure, sure.
Okay.
And the other thing, Tammy, I tell you, I'm walking around the house without a cane or anything most of the time now.
That's amazing. You're doing so well in 5 short months. I would hate to see something like, and now you're back to work and you're doing so much better. But the truth of the matter is you're walking around without a cane. You're feeling so much better. Tell us what other positive things you're noticing, please.
My balance is better. You know, I'm not using the cane as much as I like. Now I can get up. I can go to the sink. I can go back to the table. I can go to the bedroom, back and forth. I mean, really, and honestly, like the last couple mornings, I've been practicing when now I have the AFOs on. I can walk pretty good, but I've been walking without the AFOs a little bit too, and my balance is getting better there. The foot drop is better. It is all better for sure.
Beautiful thing. What would you say percent better, Larry? If 100% means you're perfect and 0% was where you start, what percent better would you say you are overall?
I'd like to say I'm 60%, 70% better.
That's phenomenal. How has your sleep and other bodily activities been since doing this program?
Sleeping good, right, baby?
Yes.
I love it, man. You guys are a beautiful couple. I really appreciate your time.
I mean, I know I'm significantly better just with my balance and my feet. I mean, there were times, Tammy would tell you, there's times that I would not sleep all night because my feet hurt so bad. But I can't remember, Tammy, when is the last time that I haven't slept all night because of my feet?
It's been a while.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
so
amazing. I think
and
go ahead.
I'm gonna kick this thing in the butt for sure.
I love that. That's a great sound bite right there. And you know what the other really remarkable thing was, let's see if I can even share the screen. But Tammy, you can be the judge on that. I don't mean any offense by this, but Larry kind of looked like a sick old man. I mean, he had a really nice face on the original picture that we took. I'm going to see if I can share this because it's really unbelievable how different your face looks right now. Let me pull this. You see that picture of you? Can you see that image of Larry right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that guy. He's got a happy smile. He was a go-getter and a positive thinker. But look at this. We got a cane. We got a little round belly right here. I can see a lot of swelling and inflammation in your face. And now that I look at you, the way you look now, man, you look younger. You look more vibrant. You got a nice sharp haircut. You said you're not using your cane anymore. I mean, I just see a whole new man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be running soon.
You're going to be running soon. You're going
Yes,
from
sir.
cane to running. I love that. Tammy, what do you
Hold
think?
on.
What kind of
Hold
things
on
have you
now.
seen?
He hasn't run even before all this happened. So I'll be amazed if he runs after. I will be
I'll be
amazed.
amazed too. We should
Yeah.
start really slow. We'll do some gentle, easy jogs, maybe like half a block, and then just jog really lightly because you still got
Right.
a lot of hardware in there. So I don't
Yeah.
think the
Yeah.
hardware is gonna go bouncing out, but you haven't been used to bouncing around on a run for a while, so. But I love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
Well, I got to stay positive because, I've always been a very confident, positive person. And don't get me wrong, this has been very trying, but my wife has been incredible. And I know the Lord has his hand on me and put me in the right place with the right people like you guys. And so I am so glad I found you guys, or I didn't actually find you, Tammy found you. But because I don't know if I would be where I'm at today without it.
For sure. I love that. That's so beautiful. So I'm going to let you get going. We look forward to seeing you in a month, and we'll test everything out again, okay?
Yep. Thank you, Dr. Pratt.
Thank you, Tammy, for your time. And Larry, drive safe. We'll see you in a month.
You may have lost him.
We may have lost him. Perfect.
All right.
Tammy, thanks for everything. You're such a great person and great support for him.
Well, I appreciate that. And thank you for all that you've been doing. Appreciate it. All right. See you later.